When chasing dreams or having passions, you have to know your limits. There are so many people that work really hard at their passions, wanting to do their best to make a living out of it. There are a lot of people out there that dream of being famous like their favorite celebrities. The thing is, you've got to be careful about dreams like that, because with fame comes a lot of drama and a lot of trouble as well. My dad's friend knew this guy from college who spent all his time practicing guitar. Whenever his friends asked him to play basketball, he said that he couldn't because he had to practice guitar because he wanted to be a famous guitarist. Well, it turns out his hard work paid off and he ended up becoming a guitarist in a pretty popular band. Unfortunately, I don't really remember the name of it. But here's the sad twist ending. He actually developed a very bad drug addiction, and his career fell apart after that. So no matter how hard you work, there are some times that if you don't stay healthy and you stray off a certain path, or if you let the pressures of drama and fame get to you, everything can end so badly. I honestly don't like the idea of being famous myself. I don't really like the idea of too many people being fans of mine. I mean, I'd be fine if they just kept to themselves and left me be, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people that want to get to know their favorite stars way too personally. I'm sure there are a lot of celebrities that deal with obsessive fans, some to the point of being stalking. It's really freaky what fame can get you, and the pressure and anxiety of everybody knowing you and you wanting everybody to like you. And if so many people know about you, that means there are a lot of people that could potentially hate you as well. There are several online influencers that suffered a horrible fate because of hate. That's something that nobody deserves. It's really, really dangerous sometimes, the fame that you receive. That's why I would highly recommend for people who are very attached to people's opinions on you, people who value their self-esteem to an extreme extent and are easily hurt by others, people who have a lot of emotional difficulties, like if they have certain mental illnesses. They really need to be careful when considering dreams of being famous, because you never know with the kind of trouble and disasters that could potentially come with fame. It's really sad, but if they're too emotionally sensitive, they might not be cut out for it. That doesn't mean they still can't pursue their dreams. It's completely possible to achieve your dreams and be happy with your passions without becoming too famous. My tips is that you've got to be satisfied and happy with the smaller things in life and the smaller things in your passions. Try to better appreciate the people who do like you, the people who truly like you, not the ones that admire you or are friends with you for the wrong reasons. Stick to the people who truly care about you, who value your happiness just as much as their own. Someone who would not betray you for really bad reasons. I truly feel like that my creativity is my biggest gift. And I truly feel my happiest. And I feel that I forget the problems in my life best when I'm focusing a lot on my creativity. That's why it's not easy for me to do Uber Eats. When I'm doing Uber Eats, most of the time I'm just driving. And since I'm really hyper-focused when I'm driving, my mind is hyper-focused as well. And when I'm hyper-focused on something where I'm not using my creativity or imagination, I tend to think about things that give me anxiety, like certain worries about my future, worries about my loved ones, and other things like that. That's why I really wish I had a more interactive part-time job, one that did not require me to be hyper-focused in a way that would intensify my anxieties about my life and other things. Finding the job these days is very difficult, though. It seems that the job market is overly crowded, and it seems that certain businesses cannot afford to hire extra people. I really wish there was a way that people could offer more job openings. Yeah. I'm really hoping that things will get better as time goes by. I was really thinking of working a little harder on doing tutorials for Maya, improving on certain things, like creating a flamethrower in Bifrost, or possibly creating ice breath in Bifrost. If I could somehow figure out how to do that, that would be awesome. I've already got the lightning compound for lightning elementals in my story. I'm also working on my new and improved low data website, which I'm hoping will be a lot easier and a lot cheaper to manage than my old one, which was super crowded, super duper crowded. And hey, once the website is full enough, perhaps I'll finally be able to start writing short stories again. It was kind of painful that I had to let go of my books, which I spent so many hours and so many years working on, but I never really got any good feedback from those books. I guess I'm not really meant to write really long stories, but short stories are fine with me. I keep on thinking, I wonder how cool it would be if my stories had a similar storyline as, say, Steven Universe, Ben 10, or Samurai Jack. Lots of filler episodes, but some connect to the true story, the big story. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I haven't written a story in a really long time. I should really see if I can get back into that sometime. But I've been working really hard in Maya. I've also been working a bit in Unreal Engine, seeing if I could add some things to it. Well, unfortunately, Make Human models and Unreal Engine do not mix very well. Well, at least my creatures fit in there nicely. If getting a job at like an independent animation studio were to happen, I'd probably either want to be a creature modeler, a environment modeler, a prop modeler, or if they want me to make cartoon characters, yeah, I can do that too. I swear though, sometimes rigging certain things can be such a hassle. That's why I prefer to keep my main skill with modeling, because it's what I enjoy the most and it's what I'm best at. My interests lie in more than just creativities like animations and video games, though. Did you guys know that I'm really into health and wellness as well? You've seen my previous vlogs where I give a lot of advice, wisdom, and encouragement, right? That's something that I also find very enjoyable. Maybe one day I can get a job in that. Remote part-time would be ideal. Still wondering what lies ahead of me. I've been praying for a long time and hopefully I won't have to wait too much longer to be able to break through this wall I hit in my life. Thanks for watching, you guys. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in supporting me, be sure to check out my Ko-Fi and donate a couple dollars a month. Every donation is appreciated. Really helps ease my anxiety and helps encourage me to make more content. Okay? Be sure to check out my animations too. Bye.